They've not done a Sesto Elemento 2 based on the Huracan yet, have they?
What is for Sesto? Whoa!
The Sesto Elemento is based
Whoa!
on the
Wow! I
Gallardo.
got distracted. Hello everyone and welcome to Forza Horizon 5 for another challenge video with Purple Petrol 13 and myself, Failgames. Today, underrated versus overrated supercars. I'm pretty sure it's pretty self-explanatory. I have bought the Lamborghini Huracan, representing the overratedness of the Lamborghini Huracan, and Petrol has brought the Honda NSX, which is apparently an Acura in this game for reasons, which is a very underrated car for reasons that I'm sure we will dive into during the video. Hello, Petrol! I see you have brought the Honda NSX. Oh, we are pointing the wrong way.
Which for some reason in the world of Forza is called an Acura.
At least this time it makes sense because we're in the Americas.
I thought it was only sold as this in the North Americas. Oh yeah,
Mexico is North Americas.
Anyway, it still should be a Honda.
Yes, Honda is clearly superior. So, first challenge, A to B with PR stunts. First person there gets 1 point. Person who wins the most PR stunts on the way there gets half a point. First person to 3 points wins! Why have you got a bullet hole in the side of your car? Is that supposed to be where the key goes?
Yes, I think that's the lock. I think it's just... Well, it's a cheap car, relatively speaking, even compared to that thing. Why doesn't it just have a remote central locking key with buttons?
Why would you want that? Why? I hate cars that don't have a manual key. Every car should have to have a manual way of starting it in case the battery dies. Anyway, when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go! It's a very long drive, so we will have lots of time to talk about how my car is overrated and your car is, well, underrated. Do you want to start with the Honda being underrated?
Sure. There's not really much to say about it, other than people didn't buy them.
Yeah, well,
for some reason.
People kind of overlook it because it's a hybrid V6, so everyone's like, oh, it's only an eco car, it must be terrible. It's not, it's really nice actually. The V6 is...
Well, given when it came out, your only other options for hybrid cars were LaFerraris and P1s.
Yeah, that's also true.
Good value for money.
When it was originally announced, people were quite excited. And then the purists turned... Oh wait, we need to be drifting! And then the purists turned up and waved their moustaches and... Actually, they don't have moustaches, they're about 12 years old, most of them. Well, basically, everyone went, that's not a proper NSX. So, basically, you have... The reason that's underrated is because it's a weak hybrid, and apparently, allegedly. It isn't. It's got power. And it's, at least in the world of Forza, really nice to drive.
For anybody that says this isn't an NSX, a Huracan?
What?
Very purist Lamborghini, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely not sharing a platform with an Audi.
And at that, the most boring Audi in the world.
And yes, before you all comment below, I know the Audi is based on the Huracan, not the other way round, but I don't care, they're still the same car.
And we all know that's complete and utter bollocks. It's not.
They were just built at the same time.
No, it's based on the Audi. They built a platform for the Audi and they then decided to make a Lamborghini out of it. By the way, how many points did you get? I got 65,000.
Less, because I hit a tree.
1-0 on the PR stunts to the Huracan.
Sort of, but I suppose technically speaking,
No, it's a marketing exercise. It's a marketing exercise. The only reason they claim that the Audi is based on the Huracan is so that they can sell more Audis as being Lamborghinis, and no, people don't complain about the Lamborghini being an Audi.
They just launched the Lamborghini first to confuse people. That sounds clever. 119,000. 1-1
on the PR stunts. And this car, it's just way too common. I can't stand common cars. 1, 2, 3.
Stop drifting. 137.
2-1 to the Honda NSX. I mean, any car that you see just by going into a business street is not a car you want to own. And more than that, it looks horrible. I don't know why people like this look of it. Look, wait, okay, I'm just going to slow down for a bit. The nose is too short. The angle is much too steep at the front. Oh, whoops.
It doesn't look like a Lamborghini anyway, which is kind of the point of it.
It just looks stupid. Well, no, the point of it is to sell people... Oh, I've failed. So it's 3-1 on the PR stunts for the Honda. The only reason...
to sell to people who can't afford other Lamborghinis.
Yes, this is the car
99.
for everyone who can't afford an Aventador. So this is the Audi TT of Lamborghinis. Hello, Sesto Elemento. What's our other problem with the Huracan? Oh yeah, it's much too heavy.
And it's a lot worse than the car it replaced.
Yes. The Gallardo is brilliant in every single way, apart from maybe fuel consumption. That probably wasn't improved by this. And this car, no, it's boring. It's mass-produced rubbish. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if on the bottom of it said "Made in China." This car, by the way, inspired by Forza, the Forza community, and what they like painting on their vehicles. Actually, you do realise if I beat you, the whole challenge kind of falls apart as this being overrated and yours being underrated. Why did I pull the handbrake through there? I promise that wasn't intentional.
You are being chased by a psycho as well.
92.
Worrying for you. 106.
I would have had about 106 had I not pulled the handbrake like an idiot. So basically, Petrol wins the PR stunts, which means we can now entirely focus on... Or does he? No, he doesn't! He doesn't, actually! So now we can go do some drifting, which this car is good at in films, but not in Forza, because it doesn't want to oversteer.
It's a supercar people go for if they don't want to choose a supercar.
Yes!
They just want an supercar.
Or an badge.
They're the kind of people who walk into a Lamborghini dealer and go, I want a Lamborghini. And have no idea what they're looking at.
There's an argument for that being the Aventador. Actually, the Urus. Imagine walking into a Honda dealership and saying, I'd like a Honda, and you walk out with that, though.
If you walk into a Honda dealership and say, I want a Honda, you walk out with a lawnmower.
Imagine ordering a lawnmower and you get an NSX. I mean...
Wait, do you get the... If you have a lawnmower in for service with Honda, do they give you NSX as, like, loan car?
That should be the comparison from now on. How to decide which car is better. If you walk into a dealership and say, I'd like a insert brand name here, will you be disappointed with the outcome?
What, so, for example, if you walk into a Ferrari dealer and say, I'd like a Ferrari, and they go, no, you're not on our list of registered customers, and you walk away with nothing.
No, I was thinking more along the lines of if you... Oh, 278.
73.
Ooh. 2 to 3 to the Honda. No, but if you go into a Honda dealership asking for a lawnmower, you will be happy to receive an NSX. However, if you go into a Lamborghini dealership asking for a Veneno and end up with this, you will be gutted.
Indeed.
Right, I need to beat you, otherwise I'm going to be accused of... Oh,
no,
yeah.
no.
Beating you isn't particularly difficult, considering what just happened. Hello, Sesto Elemento. I mean, imagine if you bought a Sesto Elemento and then Lamborghini rings you and says, we've got a new car, would you like it? Sure, I'll buy it. What the hell is this?
Yes, they've not done a Sesto Elemento 2 based on the Huracan yet, have they?
What is the Sesto? Whoa!
The Sesto Elemento is based
Whoa!
on the
Wow!
Ferrari.
I got distracted. Well, that's... Petrol
Aha.
wins, but I win the PR stunts, I think. Well, what did you get?
Apple Psycho would like to join your convoy.
Yes, exactly. I've had that before.
Less than you, because I just sort of fell off.
It is 1 to 0.5 to the Honda NSX. Time to go racing with them to see what's what. That is a nice car. There's a Murcielago next to me. I'd much rather have that than this.
Ooh. Proper Lamborghini.
Yes. And the Reventon, which is the base for every single Lamborghini since. Apart from this one, which is based on the Audi R8 V8 Plus, or whatever.
I
No,
thought
the
it was the
V10 Plus.
Aventador that everything since was based on.
No, the Aventador's based on the Reventon.
Yeah, but the Reventon's based on a Murcielago.
Well, Murcielago's based on
Diablo.
Tractor.
If you go far enough back, yes.
It's sort of the Supra is based on a Corolla argument.
So on that basis, is this car based on a lawnmower?
That's probably a Honda bike, actually. Oh, there's a McLaren and a wall. Whoa! I've just... why do I look backwards and every time I look backwards bad things happen? Oh, there's a Nissan that's overrated. I should have taken that.
Unfortunately, although I'm ahead of you, I'm behind an R8, which kind of defeats the point of showing that this is better.
Well, at least it's showing that the R8 is better than this.
I can kill it.
But, yes! The R8's also way too short in the front. These cars have literally the same problems. Ow! Okay, that was my fault again. I maintain this car is overrated. And I also maintain that the Honda's underrated. Nothing about my driving this car has been able to convince me that this is in fact a good car. I mean, again, it's a perfectly alright car. There's nothing particularly wrong with it, apart from the fact that it's too heavy.
It's just not good enough to be bought by as many people as it is.
Yes. Ah!
Whereas this barely sold and is actually quite a good car.
And looks awesome. I'm convinced a lot of it is it's
a V6 hybrid! What does that got to do with a supercar?
I've been beaten by a Murcielago, which is good and bad at the same time. It is now 2 to 0.5 to the Honda NSX, which means it is time for a drag race. Which of those crashed BMWs with skis on them are you? Oh no, behind them.
BMWs?
Yes, there's two BMWs. You just drove the BMW.
What BMW?
What the hell is happening? There's some interesting things going on behind.
3, 2, 1, go. Suddenly loads of traffic behind me. That's strange.
Oh, I think I may be reeling you in. I do just have more horsepower than you. That was highly interesting. You just pushed the car. Oh, he's crashing into everything.
I'm bouncing off things.
Yeet! Oh, I'm slightly dead. It is 1.5 to 2 for the Honda NSX after the Lamborghini won the drag race. Let's go drifting for the next challenge. Traditionally, of course. Whoa. I'm going now. Which car is better at drifting and looking cool, thusly? Not the Lamborghini, it can't get its tail out at this speed. If Petrol wins, he wins the challenge. If I win, we have to do off-road racing.
Go on, Honda, you're from the country that invented drifting.
How could a country invent drifting? Come on, Lamborghini, you're from the country that invented looking good. I have a number.
This is actually doing surprisingly
Yours
well.
looks actually quite successful. It starts with
New personal best.
a 1.
1.
3.
7.
Petrol wins in the underrated car, thus beating the overrated car. Congratulations to the Honda, and everyone who owns a Lamborghini Aventador, no, Huracan, should immediately sell it and have it replaced with a Honda NSX. This is clearly superior in every way.
I suppose there's no point either of us telling the audience which car we'd rather have. If that wasn't already obvious, it should be.
It's the Aston Martin DBS.
Indeed.
So basically what we're trying to say is this Huracan is horrible and should be...
So we both prefer Lamborghinis to Hondas, but very much not in this case.
Yes, basically is what we've discovered. And on that note, I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and also subscribe to both channels. Check out Purple Petrels for his point of view of this video and other great racing game content. If you have another suggestions for challenges, please put them in a comment down below. Other than that, have a nice day. Goodbye.